What we're currently looking at is what you already know about, is using logic to help us make sure that the data input is within a valid range using if-else statements. That part you should know about pretty easily. We've done it before with if-else statements. That's going to change. Now, why does it need to change is the example that we're doing here. So we're using an score to determine if it's less than 0 or greater than 200. If it's a problem, then we need to make sure that, well, we set to false or set some flag to false to let them know that we got an issue. Now, here's the other bad part about this, is that what happens if there is an error message? Well, we do something wrong. So let's do it this way. Let's do it right. I put in 5,000. Okay, enter your IQ to store in a database. Now, by the way, 5,000, that's for an IQ, yeah, whatever. But anyway, but notice it says value entered not in range. It accepts the answer and it does the right thing. It says, hey, you know what? It's not in range. There's nothing wrong with that. Then we do 200. Okay, 200, it lets it go ahead and accepts it. Notice there is no error value or error display on that. Okay, because hey, that's still in there. It's 200 is less than 201, so we have to be careful because it's a greater than, not greater than or equal to. All right, somebody put in an IQ for negative 1200, okay? That one's not in range. So this works out just fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But the bad part is well, what happens if somebody does something dumb? They put in Johnny. Now, Johnny, as you know, is a string, and this thing literally blows up, and it tells you what the error is. It says a number format exception. It's looking for a number, and somebody put in a string, and the thing blows up. So there's two issues that we're really worried about with this. Number one is making sure that they put in the right data type. Johnny is definitely not the right data type. So that's one of the validation things we have to do. The second one, although it seems to be covered here, is doing our check for the range of the value. But there's also a third thing that we have to think about too. It's convenience. Pretend they did something dumb and they put really 5,000 in there. Okay? They did it by accident, meant to put in 50. I don't know, bear with me. Wouldn't it be nicer if the program asked it again instead of just ending? So we're going to end up using conditional statements. We're going to end up using some type of validation. We're also going to use a loop just in case of, well, what happens if they do something dumb? Let's give them the chance to re-enter the value in there before the whole program shuts down. So this is how we know from now, but those are the three items that we're going to have to start thinking about as we continue on to the rest of the set of notes here.